around, people are, buying flowers for their loved ones, and then you'll think of your boyfriend or your spouse doing nothing to it. I mean, it's really valid for you to feel that way.
We men, we are usually busy trying to do our best to provide for our women, doing our best to show them how much we care about them. And we have been doing that consistently, really basing, or should I say, really viewing your partner based on an event is really not that noteworthy, or I would rather say it is very, very disingenuous.
Yeah, it's not the only basis, but partly it is, because what is 25 peso flower there? So
For the fact that maybe he's giving you the security, his attention, his love, and you are only focusing on the giving to the material, I feel like is
set
unfair.
up some things with him. You should tell him the things that you want. And so, there, if you have already said what you want, and the guy doesn't even give what you want, or try to give what you want, or try to adjust with it, then I think you should be the one to judge it.
Hello, guys. This is Promise, the host of Simply Promise and You. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you have any opinions, ensure to drop them in the comment section. It promises to be informative, educative, and entertaining. Welcome, guys. Hello, everyone. It's a season of love. Welcome to Simply Promise and You. I remain Promise, and this is.
And I'm your usual and one and only co-host. I am Mariam.
So as you can see, yeah, we are all basking in the season of Valentine's. It's a season of love. Everyone is showing and exhibiting how much they love their significant other. So from us to you guys, we say happy
Happy
Valentine's.
Valentine's.
But if you're new to this channel, please make sure you like, share, drop your thoughts under the comment section, and subscribe. So Maria, let's just get down to the chase. What are we
Um,
talking about?
okay. Since we are celebrating Valentine's Day, I have seen so many posts in my feed about Valentine's Day. And one of the most common questions that I've seen from basically women is Is Valentine's Day the biggest basis to see if a man truly loves you?
Oh,
So now I want to like hear a man's perspective on it, and also maybe we can connect it with his cultural values since he's a foreigner, and we can compare it to ours. So what do you think about it?
so ask the question again.
Is Valentine's the biggest or the only basis of a woman to know if a man really loves her?
I'm not trying to bash anyone who has that thought. Perhaps people must have felt some way in their relationship. They must have had ugly experiences for them to like feel that way. But I feel like really basing, really basing, or should I say, really viewing your partner based on an event is really not that noteworthy, or I would rather say it is very, very disingenuous. Um, I don't really know your reason for being with someone that you call your love. I believe there must have been some things that they have been doing that makes you or gets you drawn to them. And maybe they must have been showing that consistently. And that led you to finally give them a chance in your life. So if they have been showing that consistently, and maybe perhaps on an event like this that is being celebrated as a season of love, and maybe he didn't really show up, and that makes you to conclude or to summarize that this person doesn't really love you. I feel like that is kind of like unfair, because we men, we are usually busy trying to do our best to provide for our women, doing our best to show them how much we care about them, and we have been doing that consistently. And the man's mind is just focused on what he can do for his woman. So an event like this, when it shows up and maybe the man doesn't really turns up, or should I say give you something, because I have seen that many people view giving mostly to be material. The man might not necessarily have money to dispense at that moment, but for the fact that maybe he's giving you the security, his attention, his love, and you are only focusing on the giving to the material, I feel like it's unfair. It's unfair.
Okay. Um. Well, yeah, you're right with it. Like, I don't think it's also fair for you to like base that kind of thing on an event like Valentine's Day. Yes, partly you can. I'm not invalidating other women's feelings.
Yeah.
Who those women who didn't receive something yesterday, during the Valentine's Day. I don't invalidate your feelings. I mean, your feelings are valid because as someone who also expects something like that, and you look around, people are buying flowers for their loved ones, and then you'll think of your boyfriend or your spouse doing nothing to it. I mean it's really valid for you to feel that way, but I think that for it to be the only basis of love, I don't think it's right. But if it's partly, yes, it is, because for me, especially with my father, yes, he's right that men are like wired to think about provision, protection, giving their woman love, and they're not really into these kind of things. So I guess that it's a two-way thing. For the woman, if you know that your partner is not that really romantic, um, which is very opposite to you, you expect those things but your partner doesn't do those things, I guess that you should, from the very beginning of the relationship, you should set up some things with him. You should tell him the things that you want. And so there, if you have already said what you want and the guy doesn't even give what you want or try to give what you want or try to adjust with it, then I think you should be the one to judge it. Because for me, a man doesn't forget what he values. So if you have told him your feelings, oh babe, I know you're not really into giving flowers, but for me, it will make me happy. Like for us, this man doesn't really do it,
Not really my thing. Yeah.
and he told me that I'm the first woman that
Facts.
he bought flowers for.
Yeah, I've never done it before.
But for me, at the beginning of the relationship, I have already told him, babe, I know that you're not really into this, but flowers make me happy. I like flowers so much. And so, yeah, he made some efforts into it. And yesterday when I traveled and then I visited him. I traveled in my own hometown because my great grandma died. And when I came back here in the city, he surprised me with flowers. So I guess that it's a two-way thing. As a woman, you should tell your man, "Oh, babe, this is what I like. This is what I prefer." And then the man, if he really loves you, then even if it's not his thing, because I don't know what happens to I don't know what happened to these men. Some of the men here, right? Like, you want your woman to be clear with things. Okay, your woman cleared something like, "Oh, babe, yes, I like flowers." But you just heard it here, and then that thought came out here. If you really love your woman, then you'll do those little things, because us women, we tend to like observe little things. And yeah, it's not the only basis, but partly it is, because what is 25 peso flower there? So yeah.
Let me also say this. I think we need to be clear with this. Let
Mm,
us get so foundational
yeah.
with this.
Mm,
Um, First of all, you have to evaluate yourself,
yeah.
assess yourself, and ask yourself, what kind of person am I?
Mm-hmm.
What do I really like?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are some of the things that I see as
Mm,
my cravings?
mm,
Things that really give me butterflies in my belly. So evaluate those things.
mm,
And then, if you know you like certain things,
mm,
when you're making a choice
mm.
of a life partner, go for people that like similar things.
Mm-hmm.
I will give you an example. If you're the kind of person that likes going to clubs,
Mm,
you like partying,
mm,
you don't need someone that doesn't like that.
mm-hmm.
Do you know why? Because it will make you people drawn apart. Because when you decide to be going to your clubbing and that person that you claim to love is not really there, it can bring a gap between you guys. It can bring fights. If you have someone that is very religious or like loves going to church, if you're someone that loves going to church, be with someone that would want to go to church with you, just like me and her. I love going to church. Now, if you are a woman that loves men that like giving, that are very, very open, romantically, if you're a woman that loves that and you love doing that, you like expressing yourself, and you love outward expressions of feelings too, and that is something that you'd wish someone to do for you, don't go and date someone that is nonchalant or someone that will not do that. Now, even if that person does not share similar personalities and similar proclivities with you, I would advise you have that conversation in the beginning.
I think you also have a point with that, like date someone who is also similar with you, because if that person is already the opposite of you, and you try to like talk about it in the beginning of the relationship, you talk about your differences, how to adjust with it, and if it really can't work, then I guess that's your signal to like go. I have known so many people also, not just with giving flowers. It's not only the issue with your differences. There are some women that I have known for a long time where their boyfriends, that I know a girl where her boyfriend is like, he likes drinking alcohol, he likes vaping, he likes cigarettes. I asked her, I was like, didn't you talk to him about it? Because I know that the girl doesn't like it. She was like, yes, I've talked to him about it in the beginning. And then they were like, oh, yes, we agree with it that, oh, he won't do it again, things like that. But still, up until now, the guy's doing it. So the girl was like stressing herself about it. So I guess you also have a point with like just date someone who is similar with you, the one that can give you cravings. But also there's an exception to it.
Yeah, there are always exceptions to things.
If that person is very opposite with you when it comes to those things, just like what I told you with us, we're very opposite with like giving flowers and such. He's not that kind of man, but with me, he's doing it now because he knows that I like it, and that's what you should do. It's also the same thing. He also tried to like adjust with the things that I like because he wants to work the relationship out. And also it's very hard if you're the only one doing adjustments, because in a relationship you are two. Also, not just with giving flowers, babe. I can see some posts like they also have a point. Like, yes, Valentine's is not the only basis. But let me go back to my point. Partly it is. Big part of it is like learning your partner's love language.
You thinking that your relationship is the worst because your partner is not doing this. Remember, hey, it rains everywhere. So whatever you have, make do of it and make it work out. And know your partner's love language, which is very, very important. And the things that they are doing, the efforts they are making to change, to improve, so they can be on the same path, on the same journey with you. Appreciate them. Don't just necessarily focus on 14th. So, guys, this is what you have heard our opinions, our differing opinions on this issue. So, do you think Valentine's Day is the basis for you to know how much your partner really cares about you? Whatever you think, just let us know and tell us what did your partner give you this period. Thank you so much.